This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, good morning. We're gonna do the speaking today, mock speaking test. এবং শুরুতেই যেটা হচ্ছে সেটা হলো যে আমি একটু ব্রিফ করে দিই যে কি হয় সাধারণত আইএলটিএস স্পিকিং টেস্টে। আইএলটিএস স্পিকিং টেস্টটা অন্য 3টা টেস্টের সাথে সাধারণত হয় না। সেটা আলাদা হয়। সে আলাদাটা কবে হতে পারে? অন্য 3টা টেস্ট অর্থাৎ লিসনিং, রিডিং এবং রাইটিং একটা সিটিং এ হয়, একই সাথে হয়। প্রথমে লিসনিং এর কোয়েশ্চেন দেয়, ওটা হয়ে গেলে রিডিং এর কোয়েশ্চেন দেয় এবং শেষে রাইটিং। অল টুগেদার 3 ঘন্টা 3.5 ঘন্টার মতো সময় লাগে সবকিছু মিলিয়ে। স্পিকিংটা সেদিন হতে পারে বিকালে বা 2 ঘন্টা পরে হতে পারে, একটা গ্যাপ দিয়ে হয় সাধারণত। স্পিকিংটা তার আগে হতে পারে, যেটা মূল টেস্ট তার আগে স্পিকিং হয়ে যেতে পারে অথবা পরেও হতে পারে। এটা বলা হয় যে সাধারণত 7 দিনের মধ্যে হয়। 7 দিনের মধ্যে স্পিকিং টেস্টটা হয়, অর্থাৎ মূল টেস্ট যেটা সেটার 7 দিন আগে বা 7 দিন পরে হতে পারে। এটা নির্ভর করে হচ্ছে টেস্ট সেন্টারের উপরে, যে সেন্টারে আপনি পরীক্ষা দিচ্ছেন সেই সেন্টারের উপর নির্ভর করে যে কবে এটা দিয়ে হবে। যখন রেজিস্ট্রেশন করবেন তখন তারা বলে দেয়। এটা অবশ্য অনেক সময় পরিবর্তন হয়। স্পিকিং যেটা হয়, স্পিকিং এর দিন সেদিন অবশ্যই আপনি যেই পেপার দিয়ে রেজিস্ট্রেশন করেছেন সেই পেপার, হয়তো অনলাইনে করলে সেটা একটা ফটোকপি, এবং সবচেয়ে ইম্পর্টেন্ট যেটা সেটা হচ্ছে যে সাথে পাসপোর্ট নিয়ে যেতে হয়। পাসপোর্ট মূল পরীক্ষার দিনও রাখতে হয় এবং অন্যান্য টেস্টের দিন সেদিনও পাসপোর্ট সাথে রাখতে হয়। এটা একটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল টেস্ট এবং এটা পাসপোর্ট প্রয়োজন হয়। পাসপোর্টই হচ্ছে আইডেন্টিটি। এরপরে যেদিন টেস্ট হবে আপনি গিয়ে বসলেন, বসার পরে এখন ইদানিং কোভিড এর কারণে কোথাও এই টেস্টটা ফিজিক্যালি না হয়ে, ফেস টু ফেস না হয়ে অনলাইনের মাধ্যমেও হয়। অনলাইনে হলে যেটা দেখা যায় যে জুমের মাধ্যমে সেই সেন্টার একটা ব্যবস্থা করে দেয়। আপনারা কোনো একটা রুমে গিয়ে ল্যাপটপের সামনে অথবা এর সামনে বসেন, অন্যদিকে এক্সামিনার হয়তো অন্য কোথাও থেকে জয়েন করে। যদি সামনাসামনি হয় তাহলে তো সামনাসামনি হতে পারে, যদি কোভিড এর সিচুয়েশন ভালো থাকে বা ডিসিশন হয় যে সামনাসামনি হবে। বসার পরে যেটা হয় যে সাধারণত আপনার কাছ থেকে ওই পাসপোর্টটা চাওয়া হয়। যখন টেস্টটা শুরু হয় তখন বলছি যে পাসপোর্ট দেখে এক্সামিনার ওটা মার্ক করে রাখেন। তার কাছে কিছু পেপার থাকে, সেখানে আপনার নাম থাকে। এরপরে যেটা হয় যে এবার শুরু হলো ১ম পর্ব। পুরো স্পিচ স্পিকিং টেস্ট সেটা ৩টা পর্ব থাকে, ৩টা পার্ট থাকে। ১ম পার্টে এক্সামিনার আপনাকে কিছু সাধারণ প্রশ্ন করবেন। একেবারে সাধারণ প্রশ্ন আপনার সম্পর্কে। সেটা হতে পারে আপনার ফ্যামিলি সম্পর্কে, আপনার স্কুল লাইফ, আপনার ইউনিভার্সিটি লাইফ, আপনার জব। হ্যাঁ? খুব সাধারণ কিছু প্রশ্ন করবেন। কোনো খুব চিন্তা ভাবনা করে উত্তর দিতে হবে এরকম না। খুব সাধারণ প্রশ্ন করবেন। এটা চলবে ৩-৪ মিনিট মতো। এরকম একটা সময় নিয়ে কথাবার্তা হবে, প্রশ্ন করবেন। মূলত উনি প্রশ্ন করবেন, আপনি উত্তর দিয়ে যাবেন। সেকেন্ড পার্টে এই পার্টটা শেষ হলে, ফার্স্ট পার্টটা শেষ হলে উনি আপনাকে একটা কার্ড দিবেন। একটা কার্ড বলা হয় যেটাকে। একটা আম এই কার্ডটাতে টাস্ক কার্ড আরকি। এই কার্ডটাতে একটা টপিক দেয়া থাকবে। সেই টপিকের উপরে আপনাকে একটা ছোট্ট একটা স্পিচ দিতে হবে। আপনাকে একটা কার্ড দিবেন, আপনাকে কাগজ কলম দিবেন এবং ১ মিনিট সময় দিবেন। ১ মিনিট সময় আপনাকে প্রিপারেশন নিতে হবে। আপনি চাইলে ওই কাগজে কিছু পয়েন্ট লিখতে পারেন। আপনার মতো যা ইচ্ছা লিখতে পারেন, আপনি নাও লিখতে পারেন। ১ মিনিট শেষ, আপনার কাছ থেকে ওটা নিয়ে নেওয়া হবে। কার্ডটা এবং আ সবকিছু নিয়ে নেওয়া হবে। নেয়ার পরে বলা হবে যে আপনি এখন ২ মিনিট এটার উপরে কথা বলেন। You need to speak on that particular topic for 2 minutes. ২ মিনিট আপনি কথা বলবেন, স্পিচ দিবেন ওটার উপরে। এই সময়টাতে এক্সামিনার কোন রকম কথা বলবে না। মানে কোন রকম ইন্টারফেয়ার করবে না, কিচ্ছু বলবে না। আপনি আপনার মতো কথা বলবেন। ২ মিনিট যখন শেষ হবে, উনি তখন বলবেন যে সময় শেষ। এরপরে হবে যেটা, সেটা হচ্ছে যে বিষয়টা আপনাকে দেয়া হয়েছিল এবং আপনি কথা বলেছেন, আপনি যে বিষয়টার উপর ২ মিনিট কথা বলেছেন, সেই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আলোচনা হবে। একটু গভীর আলোচনা। ২ জনের মাঝখানে। হ্যাঁ? একটুখানি ব্রড আলোচনা, একটু বিস্তারিত। হ্যাঁ? যতটুকু ডিপে যাওয়া যায় উনারা ২ জন যাবেন। তো এই হচ্ছে আপনার, এটাও চলবে মোটামুটি ৫-৬ মিনিট চলতে পারে। তো ৩টা পর্ব, এই হচ্ছে ৩টা পর্ব। অধিকাংশ ক্ষেত্রে এক্সামিনার কোন রকম ইন্টারফেয়ার করবেন না, কোন রকম বাধা দিবেন না। আপনি আপনার মতো কথা বলবেন। এই পুরো স্পিচটা, পুরো স্পিকিং টেস্টটা, পুরোটা রেকর্ড করা হবে। মানে ওখানেও রেকর্ড করা হয়। রিয়াল আইএলটিএস এও রেকর্ড করা হয়। রেকর্ড করার পরে তারা যখন রেজাল্ট দিবে আপনার টোটাল রেজাল্টটা, সেটার সাথে এটারও রেজাল্ট দেয়া হবে। এই হচ্ছে মোটামুটি ভাবে পার্ট গুলো, ৩টা পার্ট। বোঝাতে পেরেছি? কোনো প্রশ্ন আছে কারো?
স্যার, সেকেন্ড পার্টে তো ওই যে আমাকে বললেন যে একটা টপিক দেওয়া হবে, একটা কার্ড দেওয়া হবে, কার্ডের মধ্যে লিখতে হবে। থার্ড টপিকটা তো স্যার বুঝলাম না।
থার্ড টপিক হচ্ছে সেকেন্ড পার্টে যে টপিক দেওয়া হয়েছে না, সেটা নিয়ে একটু বিস্তারিত আলোচনা করবেন এক্সামিনার। আর
ও,
একটু
আমি
হুম,
কার্ডের মধ্যে আমার নিজস্ব মতামতটা আমি নিজে নিজে আর কি মনে মনেই করব। তারপর
জি, জি,
থার্ড
ওটা আপনার
থার্ডটাই
থার্ডটা হচ্ছে এক্সামিনার আপনাকে প্রশ্ন করবেন, রিলেটেড ওইটা রিলেটেড প্রশ্ন করবেন। আর একটু বড়,
ওকে
আর
স্যার।
একটু ব্রড পার্সপেক্টিভে। এখন যেহেতু আজকে আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করছি, সে কারণে আমরা ইয়েতে যাচ্ছি না, মানে দ্যাট ইজ আমরা ঠিক এক্স্যাক্টলি এর মতো করছি না। এখন আমি যেটা করব, আমি আপনাদের তিনজনকে, আপনার তিনজন আছেন, তিনজনকে আমি চারজন, সরি, চারজন আছেন, আপনার চারজনকে আমি ওই সেকেন্ড পার্টের যে টপিকটা, সেটা হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে আমাদের যে গ্রুপে সেখানে দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। You will get like 5 to 7 minutes time. আপনি এটা নিয়ে একটু প্রিপারেশন নিবেন, তারপরে আমরা স্পিচ শুরু করব। তারপর আমরা টোটাল ইয়েটা শুরু করব। ঠিক আছে?
This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome to IELTS mock speaking test, and today we're going to start test today with Sumaya Akhtar. My name is Said Ahmed. I'm the examiner number 0000, place Dhaka. Sumaya Akhtar, can you just tell me your name, full name, please?
Hello sir, I'm Sumaya Akhtar.
Okay.
I'm
And,
from Narayanganj.
okay, fine. So yes, I mean, let's talk about your place you live in. Where do you live?
I live in Narayanganj, Jalkuri, West Para. That's my hometown.
So have you
Yes,
got
sir.
all, like, childhood over here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us something about your childhood. How was your childhood?
Very interesting journey of my life. Everyone's childhood is very, very interesting. So I have also some memories from my childhood journey.
Okay, so share some interesting memories of your childhood.
First day at my school when I was 6 years old. I went to my school, class 1, when I was 6 years old. Then I don't know anything about my classroom. First day when I go there, one sir told me my classroom is there, so I just forget about this. I can't.
Okay.
I went to another room. This was, I think, my interesting day.
Okay, so you had some friends in your childhood, right? Very close friends.
Yes, sir. I have one best friend.
And are you still in touch with them?
Not now. It was because of everyone's married life. No one can too much in touch to each other after marriage. But I feel that he also missed me, and I am also missed her.
Okay.
He lived in our our grandma's house, beside our grandma's house, and now
Right.
she lived other place.
Okay, let's talk about some other thing. Sumaya, do you read in newspapers every day?
Not really, sir, every day, but sometimes I will try to read a newspaper. Not every day, but sometimes.
Do you think it's important to read newspaper every day?
Yes, sir, absolutely. It's so important for gaining knowledge about what will be around here is going on in the world. Everybody have to read it every day because of gaining knowledge.
Mhm.
So, and
Which one you like more, like
helps us
reading?
too much.
Which one you like more, reading newspaper or watching news on television?
So, reading newspaper. So,
Okay, right.
reading
Mhm.
newspaper is more informative.
Then watching television?
Yes, sir. I think so.
Right. Okay, tell us something about your favorite newspaper in your country.
Sir, there are lots of newspaper, but sometimes I saw my father buy so different newspaper.
Okay.
But yesterday I saw he bought a newspaper which name is Sir Sir Jugantar, sir.
Mhm. Okay, now this is the end of the first part. We'll go to the second part. For the second part, you got a topic. Now you will
Yes,
speak
sir.
on for 2 minutes, please.
Sir, it was my journey by Cox Bazar.
Mhm.
Journey was Cox Bazar, sir. My trip was 2 nights, 3 days. Me and my husband was go there. Sir, previous day my father booked a two ticket for us, and it was just a surprise for us. We have no idea about this, but
Okay.
we after got this ticket we were so excited and make a plan to go to this place, and we just packed our traveling bag and ran the bus stand, and then our journey then we took into bus, and our journey was start. After this, the journey begins, and the bus was running, and so after morning we saw the beach was come to us, and we get out from this bus, and we are so excited to see the Cox Bazar sea beach. And we first of all we go to our hotel room, check in for, and we spend 5 or 10 minutes there, and we fast go sea beach because we are so excited to see the beach. And we sit in a we saw a cameraman. We click some photos because there are lots of cameramen around us. Everybody tell us who will click our pictures, and we decide one. So he took us our pictures, some pictures, and then we spent a lot of time in this beach. So after that, we back to our hotel room and take some time. After this, we go back for our lunch, and we took our lunch from a restaurant. Then we back to our hotel room. After this, we in afternoon we go to the beach again and saw the sunset, and spend some time in there, and sit an hour, and we saw the evening moments in beach, and we bought some grill fish and grill uh, crab, just like shrimp, just like more of things, and we enjoy it a lot because Cox's Bazar is popular of those sea fish. We enjoy it a lot. After a couple hour, we back to our hotel room, and another day another things we do, another things. We ride a beach bike, and many things do.
Yes, please carry on. Carry on, no problem. So may I carry on? Okay,
This
so
meeting is being recorded.
okay, so you talked about the city you visited. So now I will ask you some questions on the same topic. It was the first visit to that particular city you described.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it was the first time you saw the sea.
Yes, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Sir, when I read in class 8, I was go there with my family, and after in 21 past year, I was go with my husband for our honeymoon trip.
Okay, so
That was my second time to Cox's Bazar.
so what do you think, like visiting a city, visiting a new city, whatever the city is, do you think it's a good experience?
Yes, sir. It's a good experience for everyone. Should to visit a new city, new people, meet them, their behavior, their living style, their how they live their life, and we can gain lots of knowledge from this city visiting, from new city visiting. I think so. It helps us to make our knowledge increased by this visiting new
So
city.
you like traveling.
Yes, sir.
So how often you travel?
Nowadays, sir, we face lot of problem because of COVID-19. During this period of 2 years, it's become now 2 year. So nowadays, for me, my son, we can't go outside because of this virus. That's
Did you
why, sir,
travel?
we scared so much because of if we attack this virus. That's why we usually not go so much time outside because this virus, but we try to move on after this virus.
Okay. So did you travel outside the country ever?
No, sir, not yet. By I wish I could there quickly.
And if you can go outside the country, which country you will go to travel? I mean, we will
Sir,
try.
Manchester in UK, I will go first because of after getting a good mark in IELTS, I will try to taking master's program in Manchester. My relatives are also living there, so
So,
because of my
uh,
first journey will be this.
mhm. Okay, so you have a plan for higher studies. So what you want to study there?
Some master's program I want to study in there.
In which
Master
discipline?
program. Sir, not now. I no, I mean to say, sir, not now. I am not very clear. My husband will suggest some subject, or I also decide my own
Mhm.
ideas.
Okay, right. So all the best for your study. Now let's come to another point. I mean, people talk different things about traveling. Some people support it, as you said, traveling gives a lot of experience and knowledge. And but some people actually are not very optimistic about traveling. They say it has many other problems as well, even like economic problem or yeah. So what do you think? Uh, do you support traveling? I mean, do you think no, it has more good sides than the problems?
Yes, sir. It's a good side than the problems, sir. After you go new city when you traveling, sir, it makes us mentally refreshment. It gives us lot of knowledge and a living style at that place they doing, sir. I think it helps us to make a when you could not go outside, sir, you will feel bored. In this COVID situation, we are everyone, and I and me, my family, everyone are bored because of this restriction. We cannot go outside easily or freely, sir, we can say. So
Mhm,
everyone is bored in this situation, but Allah knows it very well when it will finish or
mhm,
gone in the out of world. Can say, sir. Not now, sir. In this situation, we have to care about it because of COVID situation. After this passing, sir, we will feel
mhm,
better to go outside and make a traveling or trip
mhm,
for our mentally refreshment.
mhm. Okay, thank you, Sumaya. That was the end of the speaking test.
Thank you,
You're
sir.
welcome. You're welcome.
This meeting is being recorded.
This is the mock speaking test, IELTS mock speaking test, and this is me, Said Ahmed, examiner number 000, place Dhaka, and a candidate name, Shamima. Now, Shamima, could you please tell us the full name as you have in the passport, please?
Good morning. My name is Shamima Nasrin. You can call me Shamima.
Thank you so much. Shamima, let's talk about something about yourself, right? Your life, right? So what do you usually do? I mean, what you are doing nowadays?
Uh, Actually, I was working as a teacher, but now I am a homemaker. I spend most of my time with my daughter uh, to look after her.
Okay, great. So it's good to know that you are a teacher. So what did you teach?
Well, I love to teach English,
Mhm.
and I have passion for teaching as well.
So what was your discipline at the university?
Uh, I have completed my post graduation. in English. My major was literature.
So let's talk about literature. So you like literature, English literature?
Of course,
Right.
literature is my favorite subject.
Why? Can you explain in short why you like English literature? Or if you specifically say American literature or other literature, that is okay, but just specify why you like literature.
First of all, I have passion for literature because from the beginning of my childhood, I like to read lots of books. So I think that from my childhood, I have that passion. So when I have completed my intermediate level, then I choose English literature, and specifically the poetry and also the fictions I like most.
Okay, right. Nowadays, we have two kinds of literature. One is print literature, another is visual literature or digital, right? Because now we have print books, at the same time we have movies, we have drama, even we have audiobooks nowadays, right? Some people like print, some people like, digital. What do you like?
I prefer print books because I have a lot of collection of books, and whenever I get time, I try to go through that books. And I think for a print book, I can read it whenever I like to read it. But about printing or something, I have to depend on device. So sometimes it is not that much preferable.
Okay, very good. So can you tell us about your favorite book or the piece of literature you really liked and you can forget, you always think about it? If I ask you what is your most favorite piece of writing in English?
My favorite piece of writing is Jane Eyre, and it is a story about an orphan girl, and uh, she has gone through a lot of struggle in her life. So I think whenever I get time, sometimes I become nostalgic and I think about the protagonist and her sufferings.
Okay, good. So I mean, this is a good point you hinted, because you like this piece of literature because you identified yourself with the protagonist. Do you think that this is a very good quality of literature when the readers can identify themselves with the characters?
Yes, of course, it is a good quality. Um, when we read a piece of literature or something, we have to visualize, or we have the picture in our mind that um, we are just relate ourselves with that story and their sufferings, and all of these things we are have that feeling. Sometimes we get very sad or very um, what should I say, we relate our life with that fiction.
Okay, very good. Thank you. The last question in this part. Nowadays, there's a kind of debate about that topic that most of the countries are reducing, or you can say, uh, yeah, they are reducing the budget for teaching literature in most of the countries. They believe, most of the education policymakers believe that in this modern world or business world or tech world, study of literature is not important. So they are not giving much budget for as they did in India and many other countries. What do you think? Do you support it, or you think that it's important to, I mean, read literature as well?
Well, I think literature, along with the technical studies, we also have the discipline to study literature or our history. So without literature or anything, the students will not understand um, their history or their immersion. So literature deals with emotions, feelings, thoughts, and so many things. So if we do not have the budget for literature, then a nation will build like so much connected with technology or materialistic.
Okay. Okay, you mean literature makes people, study of literature makes people humanistic. So we have to have
Yes.
some humanistic, not very much mechanical. Okay, thank you so much. That's the end of the first part. Now, for the second part, you got a topic. Now, please speak on that topic for 2 minutes. Yes, please start.
Okay, my topic is interesting city and where it is. My interesting city is Chittagong, and it is the southern part of Bangladesh. And this city is known for its unique natural beauty of mountain range along with the sea. And I went there by bus, and it takes almost 8 hours to reach my destination.
Okay.
And I want to say something about that city, what I how I spend my days over there. This city has many places to visit. This city has some beautiful beaches such as Potenkasi Beach, Parkisi Beach, and apart from this natural beauty, some man-made amusement park I have visited, like Fires Lake, and I also visited the War Cemetery. It is actually tomb as a monument who died in the Second World War, and it was really a beautiful place. And the main thing I love there is their foods. They have unique foods like mejban foods, and these are like very special thing which is different from our common cuisine, like talab buna and mejbani gosto are our signature dishes of Chittagong. And these foods are very spicy. And I also talk about this city is very much calm and quiet when I visited that time.
Thank you so much. That's the end of the part 2. Now let's talk about this topic. You talked about an interesting city you visited, and you said your, most interesting city you have visited so far is Chittagong, right? Now let's talk about it. It's in the southern part of the country, right?
Yes.
Right. So why do you find the culture of Chittagong is unique?
Because their language of that place is different from us, and they have some traditional cuisine that is also different from the any other parts of the Bangladesh, and they have some unique things like their living style, their behavior, and something which uh, I found really different from many other parts of Bangladesh.
Right. Now, let's talk about the natural beauty. You said natural beauty is beautiful over there. I mean, significant in that part of the country. Why?
Uh, because as far as I see, the city has its unique natural beauty with the range of mountain, and also it has the sea beach. Um, along with it has the sea beaches, so it is quite different that in the same time we are getting the mountains and see all the natural beauties all together in one city.
Now let's talk about something economic things. What is the role of Chittagong on the total economy of Bangladesh?
It is the second largest city of Bangladesh, and also it is a port city of our country. So Chittagong is very important for our export and import things, and so this city is one of the business platform for our country.
Okay, right. So Chittagong is also a tourist place, like people coming from different parts of the world to visit Chittagong.
Yes.
Okay, so when they come, what do you think? What is the most? What is the biggest attraction for the foreign tourists?
For foreign tourists, I would like to say that the sea beaches and natural beauties like hilly areas. Chittagong division has so many hill tracks area. So this hill tracks area will attract so many foreign visitors in our country.
Right. So can you give us just 2 points? How can we develop Chittagong as a more attractive to the foreigners? Just give us 2 points.
Uh, well, I think one is traffic problem. If we can have the ability to improve our traffic control systems or so many things, and then the tourists will attract more, and also the um, roads. There are so many. If we can improve our road facilities and transport facilities, then I think so many tourists will be attracted. And another thing is, if the cost of living becomes low, and the fare becomes low, then the tourists might love to come to visit Chittagong.
Okay, thank you, Shamima. That's the end of the mock speaking test.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Right. And I put some comments on the chat box. Please check. I will give more detailed feedback in the next class. I mean, that is tomorrow, inshallah. Okay. So this is
Meeting
the
is being
mock.
recorded.
This is the mock speaking test, and I'm the examiner, Saeed Ahmed. Number is 000, and candidate is Faisal Mithun. Mithun, could you please tell your full name as it appears in the passport, please?
This MD Abu Faisal, but you can call me Faisal instead.
Okay. Faisal, let's start our speaking test, and the first part, let's talk about your passion, right? What is your passion? I mean, outside your job.
Well, I'm very much passionate about cricket. I used to be a cricketer. I like to play cricket, and that's my passion basically.
So, how did you start your cricket life in your childhood? I mean, how was the beginning?
Well, my father was a cricketer too, and everything I learned about cricket from my father when I was I think 7 or 8 years old. But I started my professional cricket career in the year of when I was 14, I guess. That was the first time I headed towards a professional cricket game. So yeah, I started that from that time.
Okay, so do you still play cricket?
If I get time to play. But still,
So
I have that passion. If I get time, I don't lose that time to play cricket. I really go for it every time I get time.
It became a kind of optional now because of job.
Yes, it has become like that because I don't get much time to concentrate on my cricket. But whenever I get my time, I really try to use the time for that passion.
Very good. Now, let's talk about, as you have passion for cricket, let's talk about cricket in Bangladesh. We know that Bangladesh is an emerging, I mean, country which is significant for playing cricket. So now we see a lot of ups and downs in Bangladesh national cricket team, their performance. So as you have cricket passion and you're also a cricketer in your area, in your place, now what do you think? I'm sure you watch Bangladeshi cricket, right? Our national team performance. What do you think if I ask you to identify 3 main points for our irregular performance?
Yes, I watched. I'm watching our cricket from last decades, but in recent time, yeah, I saw there were very ups and downs in the result. There are a couple of things I really noticed that should be improved. The coaching, first of all, the coaching staff. To prepare the cricketers, you must have a good instructor. But unfortunately, we had one a couple of years ago, but now it's the coaching staffs are. I don't think they are much compatible with their training session, and they are not very much comfortable with this team. And secondly, the players have to be very careful about their training. They have to take it seriously, and they should know that they are representing Bangladesh. So they must have that thought in their mind that they are a representative of their country. So that training session, they must take it seriously. And third, the pipeline. I should go for the pipeline because not every cricketer will go there with their form. So whenever you will have a list of players behind your team, you will can grab those players who is in great form to make their team. So this will help to achieve a good result in future, I think.
Okay, so you think some management level decisions are responsible for this kind of erratic performance of the
Yes,
national, right?
yes, I
Uh,
think so.
some people say, as it comes in the newspaper or other, media, that the performance of Bangladesh national cricket team is very much related to the sense of nationalism. The patriotism, nationalism. It has become a kind of symbol for the love for the country. What do you think?
As I said, yes, it is because you have to think that you are playing for your country, you are representing it. So whenever you will forget these things, you won't be able to give your 100% to the game.
No, no, actually, let me rephrase my question. You said that already. That's from the player's point of view. I said
Okay.
from the people's point of view, the this game, especially cricket, has become more than a game, more than a kind of sports. It has become a kind of like a national symbol, because when we see, especially the international matches, we see people in Bangladesh are very much serious, taking it very seriously, and the whole country comes to the kind of uh, level, become all kind of stops. So, what do you think? That do you also believe that cricket has got that kind of status in Bangladesh?
Yes, definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. The people of Bangladesh really
Why?
loves
Why?
the people
Why
of
this
Bangladesh.
game? Why not other games? Why not like football or how to do or our national sports like this? Why cricket?
Okay, there's a main reason that Bangladesh is playing in World Cup is recognized by all of the world. So it like other games like how to do or football, Bangladesh hasn't make much progress in those games. But
Mhm.
with cricket, they are very much recognized by the cricket. Uh,
Mhm.
all of the world, all the members, like other countries, they really know Bangladesh that there is a team Bangladesh and they have a really good players.
Mhm.
So it's a very much recognition. Bangladesh has got very recognition through this cricket. So that's why it has become a national asset.
Right. Okay. Yes. So last question. For example, if imagine that you are the president of the BCB, that is Bangladesh Cricket Board, what would you do first to improve the performance of our team?
Okay. If I get that opportunity, I will start working from the root level because uh, if you want to make a good player, you have to work from the beginning. I'll start the cricket tournaments or cricketing coaching from the district level, and then I will accumulate the best players from around the all over the Bangladesh, and I'll try to nourish those players to become a good one. And I will use their skill, their development, and their dignity to cricket to make Bangladesh team reach with their players and their performance.
Okay, thank you, Faisal. This is the end of the speaking test today.
This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome to IELTS mock speaking test. This is Said Ahmed, the candidate, and the candidate number is 0000. Place is Dhaka, and the candidate name is Maria. Maria, could you please tell us your full name as it is in the passport?
Hello, this is Maria Hassan, and you can call me Maria.
Okay. Maria, let's talk about something, how you spend your days. We have two kinds of days. One is a working day, another is a weekend. So how many days you have as weekend in a week?
I have 2 days as a weekend in a week because my university often give only 2 days off, and so I can consider on the 2 days as my weekend. But I have to go to a weekly program at Friday morning, which is where I have to work as a volunteer.
Okay, so let's start with the working days. As you have 5 working days, how do you usually spend these 5 working days?
I have to go to my university and attend my classes and labs, and most of the classes starts from the early morning, and I come back home at the evening. So most of the time I spend at my university, and when I come back home, um, I take some rest, and then I spend some time with my friends by chatting. So this is how I spend my day.
Okay, right. So how do you commute to the university from your home?
I go to my university. I go to my university by bus, or when I get only because Dhaka is the most busiest city. So due to traffic jam, when I don't get much time, I have to go by Laguna, which takes a shortcut way, and then and by that I can go to my university within a very short time.
Right. You said Laguna. Could you please describe a Laguna?
Laguna, this is a smaller vehicle than the bus, and the space in a Laguna is only for 12 people, and it's like a microbus, I guess. But this is a public transportation, so it's not that much comfortable as a microbus.
Okay. So why people, prefer Laguna over bus?
People prefer Laguna over bus because this takes a short time to reach their destination, and this takes a shortcut way. They take a bypass to go to their destination, but bus usually take a longer time, and I think this is the reason why people prefer Laguna.
So your weekends are different from your weekdays. How?
My weekends are different from my weekdays, because as I mentioned before, that I work as a volunteer at the Quantum Foundation. So I have to attend the Sadakayon, which is a weekly program, and there I have some responsibilities to counsel people about meditation and their health concerns.
Okay, so let us know something about Quantum Foundation, what they do basically.
So yes, so Quantum Foundation is a foundation that is called that works for the science of living. They say it's a meditation center, and they do a lot of good things, they work for children, and they work for the homeless people, and they work for the people who needs mental support.
Mhm.
So
How it is provided? Just give in very short. What do you usually do to give people mental support?
they teach people about how to do meditations, and
Okay.
they counsel people about about how to lead one's life to be happy and prosperous in life. and they help people to know. They help people to know about the science of living, that and they help people to remove their depressions.
So you think it works?
Yes, it works. It works a lot, and I'm also a member, and I'm also a member at the foundation, so I can say that I have the proof to. I am the proof, I think.
Okay, very good. Now this is the end of the first part. Now you have got a topic for the second part. Can you please speak on that topic for 2 minutes?
Yes, my question was that I have to describe one of my neighbors, and they say that you can't. They say that you can't. You just can't change your neighbors, whether you like them or not. But whether it comes to a neighbor who is good, and like my neighbor Omi, who is living there by my family as a very good neighbor from my childhood. So I can consider myself lucky without having any chance to a second thought. Omi is my cousin also, and she's a student and a very good-hearted person, and she's so friendly, and she treats me like her best friend. And I can't meet her often because it's not really very easy to get a hold of my neighbor or see her during the normal days. But when I get any holiday and when I go to Pabna, I meet her, and she is absolutely a good one, and she eagerly waits for my going to Pabna. And when I go to Pabna, she welcomes me and embraces me very excitedly, and she cooks for me. I take her with me when I go for shopping. I travel with her and play indoor games with her. And we spend our leisure afternoon at the rooftop together and talk about life. And we share many things together. And I like her mainly because she never bothers us uh, with any nonsense like fighting, arguing, and screaming. So I consider myself lucky to have her as my neighbor.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. That's the second part. That's the end of the.
This meeting is being recorded.
So let's go to the third part. We'll have some discussion on the topic as you had the neighbor, and you said very positively about your neighbor. So what do you think having good neighbors in life? Do you think it's important? Why?
Yes, it's very important to have good neighbors in life, because uh, there's no guarantee that you can have your family members by your side all the time, because everyone is busy today. So whenever it comes to a thing like when you are in a danger or in a problem, your good neighbors helps you the most of the time, and they are there for you when you need them the most. And they having a good neighbor is very uh, uh, impacts very positively in your life. So it's very important that to having a good neighbor in life.
Okay. Now, some people are lucky to have good neighbor. Some people are not lucky to have good neighbor. What do you think? Does it depend only on luck, or also depends on your behavior or your attitude to have or maintain a good relationship with neighbors? What do you think? How a good relationship between neighbors can be maintained?
Obviously, those who get a good neighbor are good neighbors are lucky, but it's I think it depends mostly on anyone's behavior, because if I do good to them, they will feedback, they will give the feedback positively. But if I don't do any wrong to them, they will definitely get it negatively. So I think that my behavior is the most important thing here to maintain a good harmony between us, between the neighbors.
Okay. Now, you said that neighbors sometimes even can be better, or even in better relationship than relatives. They can also be closer to you than the relatives. I mean that even relatives or family person. And we see people sometimes saying that he's my family. I mean, or she's my family. She's a member. How? Can you just give one example from your life?
As I mentioned, that people can we live in a busy society, we live in a busy world, so so our family members are not always there when we need them the most. And we find it easy to have our neighbors there for us when we need some help. So I think this is one of the reasons that they become a close person to our family.
Okay, so and your neighbor, as you talked about, you are not living with her now. I mean, you are living in a different place now, as you said. So you miss her?
Yes, I miss her, definitely I miss her, and she misses me. She misses me too. And so when we have we wait for our meetings eagerly, and when we meet together, we become very much excited, and we become so much happy.
Okay, so when you are away from her, I mean, you are in a different city, how do you maintain this relationship or communication?
We talk over phone, and we usually have our conversation by messenger, and sometimes we do video calls and share our daily life talkings.
Thank you, Maria. That's the end of our mock speaking test.
Thank you. You're welcome.